It is with excitement that I record this. It is with some beautiful, beautiful feelings of gladness that I record this. Somebody should wake me up. Splash water on my face. Pinch me. Wake me up. Where have I been when such a beautiful, sweet, scented smell news was going on in the world from Namibia? Now listen, I'm beginning to see United States of Africa beginning to form. Now, on the day of Independence Declaration in Ghana, the very first president of Ghana, His Excellency Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, declared something. He said, the independence of Ghana is meaningless unless or until it is linked to the total liberation of the entire continent of Africa. Hey, he said it. Other leaders were in for it. I mean, talking about United States of Africa. Others were not. It happens. Before the West sat down and decided to share Africa, the continent, like they're sharing a piece of cake. We were literally same people. We travel around, no boundaries. You go do your trade and come back, no problem. And then they came around, did their slave thing, and then they thought it's wise to share it like it's their property. Thank God we are waking up. Africa is waking up. As a matter of fact, if there be time to be African in the West and be proud, and it's a help, it's now. If there be time to be a Ghanaian in the West, it's now. All right, things are beginning to look up. It looks so beautiful to be an African. It feels good. In as much as we still have pockets of racism and segregation and stuff like that, but it's better than it used to be. When they were thinking about United States of Africa, and it wasn't really forthcoming. Why? Because the West had been able to infiltrate into some of these countries and governance with threats and promises, and so therefore we could not form the togetherness that we needed to form it, because people and power. People love power. If I'm gonna accept this to United States of Africa, what's gonna make me? It's not gonna make me a president. I want to be a president. I want to rule because I seem to think I'm the only person who can rule. All of those ones, we can talk about all them ones. But what I'm talking about right now is that I see that happening because Africa is beginning to make statements. Africa is beginning to take steps. Africa is beginning to show up. Africa is beginning to let the world know that we have been there for too long, and we've been looked down upon for too long, and we have not been given the due respect and the limelight that is needed, that is required. Now, Mali realized that this whole democratically elected president thing isn't happening because they are easily compromised by France. I mean, can you imagine when you look into it, how France deals with the Francophone countries in Africa is crazy. I don't want to get into the nitty-gritty of that, okay? But then Mali said, you know what, you guys need to get out. If you want to come back in, let's negotiate how you come in. The days that you just come in and stay as long as you want and do whatever it is that you want to do, those days are over. Burkina Faso did the same thing. Senegal has a brand spanking new young president. Guinea said, no, get out. Now, there is a new sheriff in town. There's a new king in town. There is a new president in town. In a person of the Namibian president. Ooh, Iron Lady. She is shaking up things. She is just shaking up things. And what is she doing? She's just saying that, listen, it's good. America, we got you. We understand. It's been a while. You do your thing. We can't really tell you how to rule your country. We expect you not to tell us how to rule our country. Now, this is the statement I'm going to make. Let us allow the laws of reciprocity work. Fairness. Anytime an African needs to come into your country, we have to jump through hoops. Literally, we have to prove ourselves that we are human beings. We literally have to prove ourselves to be worthy of your entry clearance certificate. It's okay. That's good. We're going to do the same thing. If you want to come in, you're going to need the entry clearance certificate as well. Yo, I'm not the one saying it. Check the screenshot that is up there. You understand where I'm coming from. You get me? She said it. And when I heard the news, I decided to go and dig because I didn't want to get excited. And by the time I realized my excitement is of naught. You get? And I found this, which I'm sharing with you. The second thing she said is, when it comes to Africa, assessing Africa, it should not be blocked, restricted, restrained. No. Africans has got to be able to access our continent. Now, what is happening? Ghana opened up its borders. Kenya did the same thing. Now Namibia is doing the same thing. Other Africans are going to follow suit. Isn't that brilliant? It's good for business. It's good for leisure. It's good for pleasure. It's good for intermarital stuff as well. Why not? It's one continent. Why are we so much restricting ourselves to the extent that going from Ghana to one neighboring country, you need a visa. You need to go queue for a visa, and then you get out there. And no, I think the time is even coming that we need to. I heard it's already started where we are building, constructing roads to link the continent. It's fantastic. It is so fantastic. It's about time. Mali push French out. Come in, let's negotiate. I'm going to determine, just as you have the right to determine as to whether you allow me into your country. Now, if I accord you that right, accord me the same right. Ex-president of Ghana, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, had a bit, I don't want to call it a standoff, with Monsieur Macron of France. You know, when I think he went to Ghana and there was a bit of a press briefing, and it became something else where the then president somehow ripped into Monsieur Macron a little bit by means of letting him know certain things that are outdated. It's about time we don't entertain those things any longer. I mean, how can a continent of Africa, majority of the countries depend on aid, and it is the aid that these people use to topple our governance? Once again, history has it, Kwame Nkrumah's government was toppled by CIA. As a matter of fact, his demise was also orchestrated by them. Thomas Sankara was just erased, boom, just like that. But now we have Monsieur Traoré. Ibrahim Traoré. That guy is awesome. He's something else. You understand? We need to be proud, and we need to come together to fight for our continent. We have what it takes. There's another thing that the president of Namibia is saying. She is saying that Germany need to pay reparation and apologize to them for the atrocities they caused some years back, which I agree with her. It's about time. We have allowed certain things to go on for far too long. Now the time has come for us to let people know that those days are kind of gone. Yesterday is in today. We are not doing business as usual. Now we're gonna have to claim and do the things that should have been done. If our forefathers did not do them, we're gonna do them. I'm beginning to believe in reincarnation. I'm beginning to accept that our ancestors, their spirits is still living on. So of all the pain and the brutality that they had gone through, that some had really slept, now is the time for us to wake up. We are really waking up. We are really, really waking up, because some of the statements that some of the presidents are making, back in the days you couldn't hear them. But we do know for sure the West will threaten us. The West will come at us. The West will come for us. As a matter of fact, they will try every arsenal that they have, every weapon they have, in as much as it's not going to be physical, that they come in. I mean, it's going to be war where with physical weapons and stuff, but they're going to try every strategy that they can to well and truly take control of the continent, as they have always done. But I'm sorry to bust a bubble, the West. Nah, those days are gone. You see, the new breed of Africans, it's a new thing altogether. We still have some in there, that this and that and stuff like that, but we are waking up. We are waking up. We're beginning to know what is good and what is bad. If for long we had not known, and it had only been by your dictation and by you telling us what to do and what not to do, we're beginning to wake up and realizing that we have left and right hemisphere as well, just as you do. If you watch the video to this part, take a moment, subscribe to this channel, and let's do this together. Because listen, just look at this, what is happening. America calls itself, or we see the America as a world superpower, whereas personally me, I think it's China, as things have really, really shifted. And they have bullied the world. They have bullied Africa for far too long. Bullied. They come in as they please. Take what they want. It's like Africa is America's backyard. They just step in. Hey, I want this, and I take them. Time right, they feel like, well, I want to give them that. I give you 8. Aid is not what I need. What I need is fair negotiation. I recently came and here comes the slapper. I'll slap you with tariff. No problem. No problem. Slap us with tariff. Just as you slap in Canada with tariff, China with tariff, you are in Europe slapping them with tariff. No problem. Do it. So now we're beginning to take little steps as well. So now, as you have the right to do this, we also have the right to. As a matter of fact, if the Africa Intercontinental Free Trade Area, if it survives, or if we are able to bring it to light the way it has to, and we begin to trade among ourselves, which at the moment the trade among ourselves is estimated to be in trillions. Who do we need? We need no one but ourselves. That is one thing that we're supposed to look into. Hey, I'm not saying that we should be an island where we cut the rest of the world off. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying here is that if you're gonna come in and disrespect me, I don't have to deal with you. If you're gonna come in and you're not coming in for us to jaw as human beings, policies and businesses as it's supposed to be, yes, there are times that one is gonna have to give a bit of concessions and stuff, yes, but not at the detriment of our people, where our leaders will go to the discussion tables and have proper and good discussions, fruitful ones, by having their people in mind. This woman is doing awesome. I know somewhere along the line, compromise they're going to try her or the people around, because normally that's what they do. They come to the people around you, not the main body. They come to the people around you. But until that had happened, I think we should give praise to where praise is due. She's doing fantastic. She's pronouncing things that are needed to be pronounced. She is taking steps that needs to be taken. Steps in the right direction. Steps in a fantastic direction. Listen, this news is so beautiful to me. I can't even hide my excitement. It's awesome. It's amazing. But at the end of the day, as I keep on saying, Jojo here, what do I know? Still, it's my take. Whatever it is that you find yourself doing, make sure you're doing the right thing. And you have yourself an awesome day. Ha!